and go. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the boat gang. I got the Blackjack 24 out here at the park pond. Gonna be running the GPS in the boat, do a few speed run passes, running 6,100 CZs in this boat. Basically gonna try to beat my PB. 63 is my PB, gonna try to get 64, okay? If you guys are interested in going fast with this boat or any catamaran or boat, I'm actually gonna go through this whole boat with you guys, inside and out, kind of reveal some of my speed run tips that will apply to this boat and other boats. So make sure you stick around toward the end of the video, okay? Because I'm gonna go through the boat inside and out. All right, so stick around. Big B with Ironclade RC. Let's get this GPS turned on. 3660 90 amp ESC. All right, 4S 100C. All right, gonna try to get my PB today, hopefully. Got a little crosswind, might mess me up, but we'll see. I got my battery pushed forward and she's ready to roll. Okay, she's ready to roll. Make sure she's on. Yep, she's on. All right, in the last video, I actually broke my hatch. All right, you guys see where I cracked it right here? I actually super glued the crack, you know, kind of got it all together, and then I fiberglass and epoxy the whole inside of the hatch. Okay, now she's rigid. I ain't got to worry about it breaking. Just kind of temporarily repaired it, you know, until I get my new hatch for the boat. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm kind of curious how that epoxy fiberglass sticks to this ABS hull. You know, I'm kind of curious. Use wet system. Gonna tape it up. Got the GPS zeroed out there, so let's see what she'll do here. Yep, you go fast with an RC boat, you can expect to break things. All right, so I'm just gonna tape up the front, all right, so I can get in there and kind of get to the GPS. So there may be water in the boat, especially if we flip it. But these electronics are waterproof. I corrosion X my bearings and my motor. Should be good. All right, let's see what she'll do here. Damn, we got a crosswind. A bad crosswind. Yeah, so I'll go over this setup with you guys at the end of the video. I had a lot of requests to show my setup, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, gonna wait for these ripples to cool down because we're going fast. All right, let's see how she does here, boys. Woo! She stayed down. She stayed down. Yeah, I really don't like running big props on this boat, but you're not gonna go fast unless you run a big prop. The boat handles better with a smaller prop, like a 38 millimeter prop. All right, so the ripples are cooled down. Let's see what she'll do. Full trigger. Full trigger. Full trigger. Oh! Woo! Blew a cooling line off. We blew a cooling line off, boys, huh? I freaking love it. All right. Hopefully I can get the GPS in the picture this time. Let's see what we did there. There's two little runs. 66 miles per hour on 4S. 4S. All right, look, 4S. 1, 2, 3, 4 cells. All right, 66. That shattered my old PB by a long shot, boys. Holy shit. So y'all stick around now. I'm gonna show you exactly what I did to this boat. Everything I did. All right, so what I need to do right now is put a little zip tie on my rudder. All right. Holy shit. Yesterday in my video, I had the camera up down low because it was raining. You guys didn't get to see the GPS. 66. Oh, I got to screenshot that. Oh, I'm freaking stoked. Ooh. Got to be more careful, son. All right, so let's see if I got a little zip tie in here. Hell, I'll use a big one if I got to. It blew the damn cooling line off the damn nipple, son. Got to be more careful. All right, so I got a big one right here. Let's see if that'll fit. 66. Okay, I put my other pack in. Okay, I put my other 4SZ in. And let's get the GPS cleared out. I'm gonna try one more pass here, maybe two. See if I can beat 67. I mean, if I can get 67 here. I doubt it. It's windy. I must have got lucky with that one run there with the wind. All right, so let me find my damn nut here. Oh. All right, so my batteries are dead in my remote. So let's see what we did on that pass. I got to get some more batteries for my remote. Let's see what we did on that pass real quick. Oh, man. Oh, 66 again. 66 again. All right. Damn, son. And it didn't flip. It only flipped when I had to turn here at the end of the pond. So it wasn't a fluke, boys. 66 miles an hour again. Okay. You guys see that? Twice in a row. Well, not in a row. But we got it, 66. All right, let's check it out. Hopefully you guys can see it. 66 miles an hour. So we got 66 miles an hour twice today, you guys. Boom, all right. So, all right, so let's go back to the shop and I'll explain my whole setup to you guys. Like, the whole freaking nine, everything I can include to get you guys going fast, okay? I fiberglass, chop strand, and epoxied it, okay? Boom, done. All right, she's solid. She's solid now, ready to go, ready to go. All right, now my ESC and motor, I'm running a HOBBYSTAR 3660 3250 kV. Okay, with a 90 amp fly color. Now with my ESC, I got it mounted up forward, like where the 24 is right here. Like, you know, right there. All right, I got a piece of Velcro, a long piece of heavy duty Velcro, and I put Velcro on my ESC so I can like actually move my ESC forward and back. Okay, I've got it forward in the boat for the extra weight up front. At 60 plus miles an hour, you know, you need some weight up front. All right, 50 plus mile an hour, you need some weight up front to keep the boat on the water. Okay, CG's everything. Speaking of CG, I'm actually running a 6100 CZ. Okay, this is actually old packs, but I've got it to where I can mount my battery standing up, okay? And that's probably, well, I know that's what busted my hatch, but I don't even freaking care right now. I had to actually modify my battery tray. I actually cut out these little support braces right here, okay, in the corner right there, put a little piece of Velcro on my battery, and I just used this this forward strap to strap my battery down until I figure out a better arrangement, which I've actually got something in mind. You know, I'm running the stock servo, okay, stock servo 4S. Now this is a high kV motor, but this boat is super light, okay. I was running this Rocket 3400 kV 2968 in the boat, okay. It was a super light 4S setup and it was freaking boss, okay. But you can't really prop this motor up, okay. You can't really prop it up. I was running the heat issues, like running a 42 millimeter 4-pitch. I would actually run into heat issues with this motor. Running this motor with a 90 amp flat color and a 38 millimeter prop, 55 mile an hour all day, boss setup, okay. But it's not just the motor is where you get your speed from, okay. You got to keep your boat light and you got to reduce drag on a boat, okay. Drag is the #1 killer on a boat in speed. Like if you want to go fast, you got to reduce the boat's in the water drag to nothing, okay. So what I've done to reduce the drag on this boat, okay, when I first bought the boat to reduce drag, the boat came with this style strut right here, okay, just a little basic strut. And when this strut was sitting on the stuffing tube, okay, you see that big blunt, okay, this is the front of the boat here, you see the blunt edge around that strut, okay, that's drag. All right, it's going to be in the water, it's going to slow you down. So what I did with the stock strut, you can actually make this little nose cone, okay. It's just a piece of aluminum. I drilled a hole in and shaped it like a bullet, okay. Let me get it back on there. All right, so what I did is I put that nose cone on my stock strut, or you can upgrade your strut, okay. Offshore Electrics has a really nice upgrade. So what this cone does is it hydrodynamic, okay. It reduces the drag on the strut, okay. So that was what I did before I upgraded my strut. So I upgraded my strut to a hydroplane style strut with a long nose cone. You guys see that? Okay, this is off of an old Aquacraft. Oh man, I can't even remember. It's an Aquacraft strut. It's got a bushing in there and everything that spins with the shaft. Okay, see, I had to actually modify it. I actually tapered the front of it a little bit more so it doesn't have any lip right here, okay. It's nice and hydrodynamic, nice and smooth. I actually buffed up, polished up my stuffing tube, my strut, okay. I actually polished that up as well. And all I use to polish up my strut, you know, anything that's going to be in the water, I just use this emery cloth. All right, it's not even like a grit, it's almost like paper, okay. And it works good for shining up stuff that's going to be in the water. Now yes, you can, you know, get a polishing wheel and a Dremel polishing compound, shine it up, and that's going to help, okay. But I just use emery cloth, boom, done, okay. So make sure your pickup's not touching, you know, or make sure it's not too low, okay. When the boat's on plane, you don't want your water pickup in the water too much, okay. You want it high enough that it picks up water and, you know, no lower, basically. All right, so that's where I run my water pickup. It picks up plenty of water. All right, now my rudder, I actually just upgraded my rudder. All right, and I upgraded it so I can actually run a bigger prop, okay. With the stock rudder, it was right there on the propeller, and I couldn't like prop the boat up because the propeller would actually hit the rudder. You actually see, I actually ruined an ABC 1516 with right there. You guys see those marks? So I actually had to cut down this 1516. I actually cut it down to a 34 millimeter prop. I'm still working on it, but you definitely have to either make a block for your rudder, stand your rudder off the transom so it doesn't hit your bigger prop, or or upgrade it. Okay, this is just a generic 75mm rudder that I've sharpened up and polished. Okay, I made a new steering linkage. I put a little easy connector on there, offset my linkage so I can get perfect steering. Okay, I just put a little piece of cutting board right here. I actually want to redo this because I kind of slopped it and did it quickly yesterday, so I'm actually going to redo that and make a whole video about it. But I'm running a 75mm rudder to reduce drag. All right, the boat comes with an 85 or 90mm rudder. Okay, look how much longer the stock rudder is compared to the rudder I'm using. I've got a 90mm rudder that I could put on the boat. Same length as the stock rudder. Okay, but I actually choose to run the shorter rudder because it's less drag in the water. Less drag equals more speed. Okay, so that right there is probably one of the best tips I can give you. Okay, rudder choice on a catamaran. Now, catamarans, they don't really bank in a corner. Okay, they don't really like bank hard like that, like a monohull does. So you can get away with a short rudder on a catamaran and not lose any steering left or right. All right, it actually steers pretty good. I've only run it one time with this rudder, but it's blazing fast. Okay, it reduces drag. Reduce drag equals more speed. Okay, like I said, I basically blueprinted all my hardware, sharpened everything up, made sure everything's nice and hydrodynamic, no big lips in the water, slowing the boat down. Okay, I blueprinted everything. I also blueprinted my sponsons. Okay. All right, so this is one of the other things that actually gives me an upper hand with this boat is I blueprinted my sponsons. Okay, they're all dead flat to one another. All right, this way, okay, this way and that way. All right, all of them, they're all dead flat to one another. Okay, I used graphite and epoxy to blueprint my sponsons. Now this is actually my third, well, I think it's the fourth go around on blueprinting this boat. Okay, I've done it 4 different times, you know, finished it, you know, and then sanded it all off, did it again, didn't like it, sanded it all off. This is my 4th shot at it. Okay, and I got it right. I got the most important thing with a blueprint job is keeping the corners crisp, 90-degree sharp edge, keeping it flat. All, you know, sand them flat this way, sand them that way, sand them this way with a flat board. Okay, that's important. And the backs of your sponsons need to be nice and crisp, nice sharp edge. Okay, like it almost damn cut you. Okay, now it's not pretty. Okay, I got some like you know, primer spots showing. It's not a beautiful boat, but it's freaking fast. Now, if you don't want to blueprint your boat, okay, or if you're not sure, you know, I would actually, I really recommend not jumping in head first into a blueprint job on a nice new mint boat. Okay, a easy, fast way to gain maybe a half a mile an hour, a mile an hour with a nice new plastic ABS polycarbonate boat. This applies to any and all polycarbonate boats. Okay, I did this to my V2 Sonic Wake. I used a magic eraser, okay, and I just went over the whole bottom on my V2. Okay, when I did, I got my PB 71. I was only getting 68, 69. Okay, I hit it with a magic eraser the whole freaking bottom. I went long ways. Okay, rough up the bottom of your boat, not with sandpaper, especially on a polycarbonate. Now, a fiberglass boat, you can rough it up with like 2,000, 5,000 grit sandpaper, but a magic eraser on a polycarbonate or ABS hull will get you basically the same effect as a blueprint. Okay, it breaks the surface tension on the bottom of the boat, breaks the water surface tension, and it will get the boat up out of the water a little bit more, a little drier ride. And it's not abrasive. It's not going to really scar, scuff, or scratch up your boat. Okay, you just go long ways with the bottom of your boat. All right, on a catamaran you want to do the sponsons. On a V-hull you do the whole damn surface. Okay, magic eraser, don't really magic eraser the top side because it will actually scuff up the boat, but it's just abrasive enough to break the surface tension, and it freaking works. This is a secret I've been wanting to share with you guys with the V2, but I'm waiting on an upgraded shaft. Magic eraser the bottom of your boats. Okay, the ride surface. I'm telling you boys, you'll pick up a few mile an hour if you're maxing your boat out and you can't get no more out of it. Try it. It freaking works. Okay. So I'm actually running a 3/16 long prop shaft, okay, like from the U19 or like a 2.75 inch or 3-inch stub shaft with a 0.150 cable. All right, this one's from the U19. Okay, having the longer shaft will allow you to put a bigger pitchier prop on. Okay, so you guys can replicate my boat if you want to. You can get the same ESC, same motor, you know, you can get the same rudder, but if you don't have the boat set up right, you're not going to get speeds. You're not going to be able to keep the boat on the water. And when you're going fast, flipping on the water, well, you guys see what happens. Okay, your boat breaks. So, you know, you go fast, you build your boat to go fast. When it flips and breaks, don't get mad at me, okay, because I'm warning you. All right, you need to ironclad the boat out. All right, you got to ironclad it out. You need to make sure you got foam in the boat. You see those blocks of foam I got there? I got blocks of foam up front. That foam actually, it helps float the boat if it sinks, and it will also kind of support the inside sponsons there, because you know, for a harder ride. Now, keep your boat light. Don't go crazy putting you know, all kind of craziness in there. Bare minimum, okay? Bare minimum. Reduce the drag on your boat. Blueprint the hardware. Keep it sharp, okay? Grub screws that's going to be on your drive dog, make sure they're flush or, you know, not sticking out far like mine is. Now, that does make a difference. Just go through, polish up everything. All right, strut position. Okay, strut position. I'm running my strut about, if I had to guess, about 1 millimeter off the ride pads, okay? Neutral angle. All right, I blueprinted my boat. Now, if you're running your boat, you may need to put some neutral angle on your strut. Okay, if your boat's not blueprinted, you may need to put some neutral, some down angle to try to push the bow down, keep the bow in the water. Let me show you where my CG is on the boat real quick. Okay, I'm gonna put the hatch on because that's the way I would run the boat, with the hatch on. Got the battery where I ran it earlier today. Okay, I'm back home from my run at the park. All right, and my CG is basically where the A is in Blackjack. Okay, basically where the A is in Blackjack. That's my CG in the boat. I'm running this OXIDEAN high rake propeller. All right, red 42 millimeter high rake. All right, this isn't the only prop that will get you that speed, okay, but this is what I'm running on the boat for right now. You know, the next couple days I'll probably throw on my real, like, McCoy speed run prop. But you know, these OXIDEAN props are thin, they're lightweight, they come balanced, they're ready to go. This is an OXIDEAN bullet nut. If you guys order from OXIDEAN, tell them Big B with Ironclad RC sent you. Okay, tell Bill Big B sent you. All right, when you order stuff from OXIDEAN. So yeah, that's basically what I did to this boat to get it to go that fast. All right, a lot of thought, a lot of work went into preparing this boat for high speeds. Okay, a lot of work. All right, I've had this boat for 1.5 years. My all-time PB up until today was 63, like I said, and I got that 63 mile an hour on 6S with a 2100 kV Turnergy motor and a TFL 438. All right, with that 438, the boat handles like a dream with the 438. With this big prop right here, I don't know if you guys noticed in the video, if you get on it, she'll like torque roll the whole boat will torque over. And let's see where my rudder's set at. Okay, so when I would get on the gas with this big prop on it, she would actually prop steer. Okay, and I actually thought I had to correct it, which I actually did have to correct it a little bit. My rudder's just kind of canted or barely trimmed over to the right to get her to go straight. This is a one-hitter quitter prop, one-hitter quitter setup. Okay, you can't run back to back to back, do ovals with this prop, this motor, and that ESC with a full high voltage, like 100C battery. All right, she'll get hot. Okay, so I wanted to warn you guys of that. All right, but you know, with a smaller prop, you run this boat all day long. Okay, but with this prop, one hitter quitter prop. Okay, one hitter quitter prop. So yeah, that's how I set this boat up. Now, you know, all the tips and stuff I gave you today, it don't necessarily just pertain to this boat. You know, you could do all this stuff to other boats. But, you know, just know that, you know, you're shortening rudders up and lengthening rudders, putting different rudders on your boat. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a higher speed. It don't necessarily mean if you sharpen up your strut that you're going to get 10 mile an hour tacked onto your PB. Okay, this is just little things that it really does make a big difference in the whole shot, in the big aspect of things. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll quit jacking my damn jaws, let you boys go. I hope you guys learned something. Okay, I let out every little freaking secret out my bag today, all my little bag of tricks. You guys, I hope you sucked it all in like a little sponge. Okay, so like the video. Okay, like the video, that's all I ask of you. Like the video and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Big B with Ironclad RC.